Hello everyone, I am sketching these beautiful aster flowers in graphite pencils this time. Would you like to see how I do it, or would you like to sketch along with me? Come on then. Either ways, stay with me till the end and let's begin. Here I am using a cartridge paper which has a slight tooth, in the sense that it has a slight texture to it, which can be used to our advantage as we sketch along. And the pencils that I am using are of course 2B, 3B, 4B, 6B and 10B. I have included the reference image here for your reference, and I am beginning to draw the outline of the flowers. While doing this initial outline, all you have to take care of is the bold masses. The bold masses in the sense that we will need to take care of the shapes of each of the flowers with respect to each other, the proportions of the flowers with respect to each other, their shapes, their angles, and that's all. While doing this, we will as far as possible try to maintain the similarity with the reference image, but a little difference here and there is perfectly alright. Also at this stage, we need not draw all the details, in the sense each and every petal need not be drawn, as we will be working on that along the way as and how we do the shading later on. So then let's complete the basic drawing in this way and then catch up. Now that the basic line work, the basic outline is ready, I am beginning to put in the darker shades slowly. Now, while we are doing the graphite sketch, that is, we are doing it in black and white, and therefore the values is what is going to be very important in showing the shadings of each and every flower. You will notice in the original image itself that each of the flower is having light tones, dark tones and some tones in between. It's like the tones that we see in a grey scale which has white at the top, black at the bottom and shades of grey varying from lighter greys to darker greys. So many different shades of greys in between that white and black, and that is exactly what will be required here too. Each and every flower will have a darker side and a lighter side. The lighter side will be of course facing the sunlight or the source of light, and the darker side will be against the light. Once we understand this and we put it accordingly, then the three-dimensional effect of the flowers will be seen. Another very important thing is the shadows. As you can see, each and every element is forming a shadow somewhere or the other. Even the pollens in the center, the yellow pollens that you can see in the reference image, even that is sort of a part of a ball and therefore that too has curvature, and because it has curvature, that too will have a lighter side and a darker side within itself, and it will also form a shadow on one of the sides, so which is what I am adding one by one. Also, you will notice while doing the flowers, I am also doing the background simultaneously, because once you put in the backgrounds, once you put in the darker values of the backgrounds, the lighter sides of the flowers start popping out, and you get the feel of the overall composition and the three-dimensional effect of each of the flowers. While doing such a sketch, you have to work on all the elements simultaneously. That is, each of the flowers and the backgrounds have to be worked on simultaneously. You cannot really segregate each flower separately and work individually on one single flower followed by the other and then work on the backgrounds, because then they will not form a cohesive whole. The whole composition will not look united. Each of the flower then will look separate and the background will look separate, and that does not go for a very good artwork. Another important thing to remember, of course, is the strokes, the pencil strokes. As you can see, you will notice that I am using the strokes for the petals in the direction of the petals, and they are very smoothly done, very easily done, free flowingly done, and not in a very staggered manner, and this is what goes for a very good artwork. Also, I am adding cross hatching here and there to add the lights and shades, and that is how the sketching has to go on. Also, we'll be working in layers, that is, we'll be shuffling between the objects to and fro from object to object over the previously done shaded portions, and we will add more and more darker areas as required from the reference image to build up more and more three-dimensional effects. We will also start adding more and more contrasts, that is, darks against the lights, so that they also contribute in showing the three-dimensional effects and making the objects pop out. Also, since this is only a sketch, a simple sketch, I am not going to do any blending. I am not going to use any blending tools like the stumps or tissues or anything for that matter. I am not going to do any blending at all, just because this is only a very simple sketch. We can do blending, but that we can do maybe in a later video. And so, keeping all these things in mind, let us proceed and catch up later. And that's it, our sketch is done. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, do mention in the comments, and also like, subscribe and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notifications for future videos. Also click on the end screens displayed above here so that you can watch other videos. See you in the next video then.